The company walk through a tree-lined avenue in Versailles. Maria walks past some classical statues, holding on Eileen's arm. Boats by a canal. The company stand at the bottom of a flight of grand stone steps.
And then the whole crew went to France. The production crew drove the set over there, and the actors and stage management went by Eurostar. And it was amazing arriving at Gare du Nord, because that had featured so much in the script and the book by Jacques Luceron. And there we were, all disembarking off the train at the station, and it felt a very important moment, really, in the kind of the evolution of the project. We got to Versailles, and Versailles was the festival there that's held every 2 years as well. Yeah. Now this festival in Versailles was held in a theatre which apparently was Marie Antoinette's theatre, and it backs onto the gardens of the Palace of Versailles.
The interior auditorium of Théâtre Montansier, an ornate 19th century proscenium arch theatre with gold ornamented boxes and galleries.
And it's a 600-seater, beautiful, beautiful space. And the technical support there was fantastic. We had a day or two to set up in the space. The only thing was that there were rumours of a general strike before we went to France, and indeed the day that we got to France, it was confirmed that the general strike was going to be on the 4th of October, and that was the day of our show. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that this had taken like a year of conceiving the idea to pushing through this enormous amount of life stuff, and we'd got to this point of actually managing to manifest this idea and bring it to France. Here we were, and then the whole of France grinds to a halt. And I thought, what is this all about? And so I was so shocked on the night when this whole theatre, 600-seater, was totally full. And I remember at one point Eileen and I running around the theatre trying to find a seat for ourselves. We just couldn't. Every seat in the house was gone.
From the back of the theatre, rows and rows of bustling audience moved to take their seats.
And I don't know how people had managed it, but by hook or by crook they'd got there, either from Versailles, they'd managed to get there, but from Paris. And I was really moved, and the performance was wonderful.
Then came Jean. I just live in the next street, so I could walk to class.
Performance on the stage of Théâtre Montansier, Versailles.
Perhaps. I'm sorry. Beginning from tonight, we start a life that is split. Let's march! Let's march! Dying in here! So fast that no one counts!
I really think that just sometimes the magic works, doesn't it, for a performance, and everything comes together. And it was lovely. And we had a standing ovation.
A standing ovation from the audience while actors line up across the stage and take a bow. They bow again and leave.
And I was really moved by that. The audience, the French audience, had been able to read the dialogue, which was projected up onto a screen, so the show was sort of subtitled. It was also sign language interpreted as well. And yeah, we had a question and answer session afterwards, and about 70 people stayed back to talk to us about the production and how and why we'd put it together. And it was a very moving evening, only slightly kind of disappointed. I felt disappointed by the fact that, you know, Peter Brook hadn't managed to get there. But he did call me the next day when we were leaving and asked again how it went, and said that he was very sorry he couldn't come, and that, you know, we should send him a video when we got the thing filmed.